Good evening, my viewers. Today is yet another day. I want us to do 5 questions. This is KCSE 2023 paper 1, and we are going to do the first 3 questions, the first 5 questions, that is in section 1, so that we can see what was assessed in the Kenya Certificate of Secondary Education year 2023. If it is your first time to see my tutorials, ensure you click the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so that you won't be left behind each and every time I'll be making my post. So we'll start with this first question here, and our first question is saying, without using a calculator, evaluate negative 13 plus 5 minus 70 divide by 5 over the denominator. So for us to do this question, we are going to rewrite it here, negative 13 plus 5 minus 70 divide by 5 over 9 minus 14 times negative 3 divide by 21. So we'll start solving the numerator, and by starting with the numerator, we will take the numerator alone. That will be negative 13 plus 5 minus 70 divided by 5. We will use the rule of BODMAS, and we don't have a bracket, we don't have an off, but we have a division. So we will first operate the division sign, that is 70 divided by 5. So we will have negative 13 plus 5 minus 70 divided by 5 will give us 14. So it will be minus 14. Then we don't have the multiplication sign, but we have the addition sign. So we will work out the addition, and negative 13 plus 5 will give us negative 8. Negative 13 plus 5 will give us negative 8. Negative 8 minus 14. Our last operation is subtraction. So negative 18 minus negative 14, the numerator will give us negative 22. So we are done with the numerator. We'll now proceed to the denominator. To our denominator, we are going to rewrite it here. The denominator, 9 minus 14 times negative 3 divided by 21. We will work out our denominator, and our denominator will still operate the rule of BODMAS. We will operate the rule of BODMAS. We don't have a bracket, we don't have an off, we have a division. So we will operate the division part of it, and we are going to have 9 minus 14 multiplied by negative 3 divided by positive 21. It will give us negative 1 over 7. It will give us negative 1 over 7. The next operation is multiplication. So we will multiply negative 14 multiplied by negative 1 over 7, and we will have 9. Then a negative number multiplied by a negative number will give us a positive number. So this one will cancel out by 7, 1 by 7, negative 2. Negative 2 multiplied by negative 1 will give us a 2. Therefore, our denominator will be equal to 11. We are done with the denominator. So for us to find our answer, it is the numerator over the denominator. So our numerator is negative 22 divided by our denominator is 11. We are going to get our final answer as negative 2. And by doing that, we'll have gotten our 3 marks. Let's continue to question number 2. So in question number 2, we are being told to simplify the expression 3a squared b to power negative 3 over 2 to power negative 1, a to power negative 2, and b to power 2. So for us to simplify this, 3a squared b negative to power negative 3 over 2 to power negative 1, a to power negative 2, and b to power 2, we can split this one out to be 3 over 2. So it can be equals 3 over 2 to power negative 1 multiplied by a squared over a to power negative 2 multiplied by b cubic, b to power negative 3, sorry, over b squared. So once we solve this, we will finally get our solution. So 3 divided by 2 to power negative 1 is the same as saying 2 to power negative 1 is the same as a half. So it is the same as saying 3 divided by a half, then multiplied by a squared over a to power negative 2 multiplied by b to power negative 3 over b squared. So using reciprocal, 3 divided by a half is the same as 3 multiplied by 2. So 3 multiplied by 2 over 1 multiply by the division law of indices states that when we are dividing two numbers with the same base and different powers, we subtract the powers. That is, if we have a to power m divided by a to power n is equal to a to power m minus n. So this is the law we will apply here and here. And a to power 2 divided by a to power negative 2, it will give us a. Then we subtract the powers. 2 minus minus 2 will give us positive 4. Then multiplied by this one will be b. Then we subtract the powers. Minus 3 minus 2, it will be equal to minus 5. So 3 multiplied by 2 is equal to 6. A to power 4, b to power negative 5. We have already simplified our expression. Or we can leave it as 6a to power 4 over b to power 5. It can also be left like that. So we can take b to power negative 5 to the denominator. It will be b to power 5. And by doing that, we are done with question number 2. Let's proceed to question number 3. Question number 3 reads, a triangle ABC is such that AB is 11 centimeter, BC is 8 centimeter, and angle ABC is 53 degrees. Calculate the area of the triangle correct to 2 decimal places. So we will draw our triangle here. So we will draw our triangle. And after drawing our triangle, we will say this is our triangle A, B, C. So our AB is 11 centimeters, our BC is 8 centimeter, and our angle ABC, this is angle ABC, is equal to 53 degrees. And we are being told to calculate the area of the triangle correct to 2 decimal places. So, having such a triangle where an angle is subtended by 2 dimensions, or these 2 lines that are subtending the angle are of known length or known magnitude, for us to find the area is equivalent to a half multiplied by A multiplied by B multiplied by sine C, where A and B is the length or the dimensions of the 2 sides that subtend the angle, and our angle here C is the angle given as 53 degrees. So for us to find the area will be equal to a half multiplied by, we can call this one our A or our B, and this one can also operate as A, and this one can also operate as B. So we have a half times 8 times 11 multiplied by sine 53. And once we do that, we will determine our area. We can use our electronic calculator. For this matter, a half multiplied by 8 multiplied by 11 multiplied by sine 53, our area will be equal to 35.14 centimeters squared. We have been told to give our answer to 2 decimal places. By doing that, we have gotten our 2 marks. Question number 4. A cylindrical solid of radius 7 centimeter has a conical top of the same radius. So we can draw that diagram, and we are going to have a cylindrical solid. So our solid is a shape, a cylindrical shape. So that is the shape of our solid. A cylindrical solid of radius 7 centimeter. So the radius here is given as 7 centimeter. 7 centimeter has a conical top. So the top of our solid is a cone. It has a conical top of the same radius. The radius is the same, 7 centimeters. The height of the cylindrical part of the solid is 17 centimeters. The height of the cylindrical part is 17 centimeters. The conical top has a vertical height of 9 centimeters. The vertical height of the cone is equal to 9 centimeters. Calculate the volume of the solid. So we have been told to calculate the volume of the solid. Our solid consists of 2 respective solids. We have a cylinder and we have a cone. So for us to determine the total volume of our solid, we will determine the volume of the cylinder, then we add the volume of the cone. Once we add both volumes, we will have determined the volume of the whole solid. And we find the volume of the cylinder through the formula pi r squared h. That is the formula of finding the volume of a cylinder, plus the volume of a cone is a third base area is a circle, pi r squared h. So a third base area of a cone is a circle, that is why it is pi r squared, then multiplied by h. By doing this, we will have determined the total volume. So that will be 22 over 7 multiplied by 7 squared multiplied by 17, the height of the cylindrical part, plus a third multiplied by 22 over 7 multiplied by 7 squared multiplied by 9. That is the volume of the cone. So by doing that, we will have determined the volume of the cylinder. So the volume of the solid. Sorry. So 22 over 7 multiplied by 7 times 7 times 17. The volume of the cylindrical part will be 2,618 centimeters cubic, plus the volume of the conical solid is a third times 22 over 7 times 7 times 7 times 9. It will be 462 centimeters cubic. By adding the two, we will get our final volume as 3,080 centimeters cubic. By doing that, we have already determined our volume in that particular question. Quickly, we proceed to our final question, that is number 5. As I told you earlier, we will do the first 5 questions, then tomorrow we will continue with number 6 to number 10 until we are done with this paper. Two light bulbs are set to light after 40 seconds and 60 seconds respectively. If they light exactly at the same time initially, calculate the time in minutes they will take to light together again. The time in minutes they will take to light together again. So in this particular question, question A, we will determine the LCM, that is 40 and 60. So we can start with the least common multiple, which is 2. 2, we will have 20 and 30. By 2, we will have 10 and 15. By 2, we will have 5 and 15. The next least common multiple is 3. By 5, we will have 5, and by 15, we will have 5. Then we have by 5, 1, 1. So the least or the minimum time possible for our light bulbs to light again will be 2 cubic multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5. So our LCM will be equal to 2 cubic is 8. 8 times 3 is 24. 24 multiplied by 5 is equal to 120 seconds. And since we have been told to find the time in minutes, we will convert seconds into minutes, and we know that 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. What about 120 seconds? We will cross multiply and get 120 times 1 over 60. That will definitely give us 2 minutes. 2 minutes. The next question reads, the number of times they would ring together in the first half an hour. So in the first half an hour, what we need to understand is that half an hour is equivalent to 30 minutes. Half an hour is equivalent to 30 minutes. And if the two light bulbs we light together after 2 minutes, that simply means that for us to determine the number of times they are going to light, it will be the total time, that is 30 minutes, divided by the interval of the two bulbs to light together, and we will have our n as 15. Our n as 15 times. And by doing that, we are done. So we have done question number 1 to number 5, KCSE 2023 paper 1, and tomorrow we will continue from number 6 to number 10 until we are done with this paper. Ensure you click on the subscribe button, hit the like button, turn on the notification bell so that each and every time I upload a new video, you will not be left behind. Again, here is Teacher Asaf dispensing different mathematics concept, more simplified questions, so that our attitude for mathematics can change for the better. Thank you so much. May the Lord bless you.